stop people to get the virus. We need to stop people to die.
Shows at 108. New York City is at 36. I mean, that is really breathtaking. Again, putting things in focus, Washington State is at 179, New York at 173. You see how much higher the deaths are in Washington? That makes the point that we've been talking about.
The pace of new infections across South Korea has been slowing down, and the focus is now on containing cluster infections.
Famous Sweet Life in Italy now facing perhaps its toughest test, with coronavirus deaths jumping to 631, now over 10,000 testing positive nationwide. Officials placing an entire nation of 60 million people in lockdown. Restaurants and bars.
There are now 93 known cases of COVID-19 in Canada. 4 are in Quebec. There are 7 new cases in Alberta, bringing the province's total to 14. Ontario has 36 cases.
Recognize that there are going to be significant economic impacts for Canadians, for workers, for businesses. And that's why we're going to be talking very soon about measures that Canada is going to put forward to support people on the economic side.
Well, it seems barely conceivable that a country in the heart of Europe could be in lockdown in peacetime. This is how Italy's cases have grown over the last month, slowly at first, but now.
Virus here in France, and that is the culture minister, who says he's feeling well, but has tested positive for coronavirus.
That's right. So that's been getting an awful lot of reactions on French social media. Frank Riester.
And that advice is that the situation in Italy is now commensurate with the other countries where we previously had travel bans put in place. And so we'll be extending that travel ban to Italy now.
जो आप लोग कोरोना का कर रहे हैं, मेरे को तो यहाँ पर कोई भी कहीं पर भी कोरोना का कुछ भी डर नहीं लग रहा है लोगों में, ना कोई मास्क पहन रहा है, ना हम लोग में देखो आप कोई डर है। हम बिंदास होके होली खेल रहे हैं और कोरोना चाइना में लोगों को कुछ बिगाड़ेगा, इंडिया में कोरोना कुछ नहीं कर सकता।
Proteggersi bocca e naso e mantenendo distanza di almeno 1 metro. Gli anziani e i bambini non devono assolutamente uscire. I bambini non devono stare con i nonni. Se qualcuno ha sintomi influenzali, febbre.
Maybe a broader question. What do you think is baked into the market right now in terms of how bad things get here in the United States and elsewhere?
And as they relate to the virus?
as they relate to the virus? That's what I think we're all trying to understand this morning. What the market is actually expecting versus what could happen, both, by the way, on the downside and perhaps even on the upside, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, as we all know, this too shall pass. It's our view at our firm that the summer months will end up burning the virus, burning it down to where we see a decline in new cases once we finally get the cases tested. Number one, I can't believe that we don't have testing stations in every major city in the country. That should be an open and close issue, like a canned approach to any kind of pandemic, and that's something our country should develop. But as far as what is factored into the market today, you see European markets down anywhere from 7 to 9%. Our futures are locked down 5. I think that our market has a lot of this virus factored in. When you look at where airline stocks are trading, when you look at cruise stocks or cruise liners, when you look at anything that has a large public presence like theme parks, you already have a pretty significant recession priced into these stocks. So anything better, any turn in the number of infections once we get everyone tested is going to be a very positive event. I guess the question that we must have is how many of these companies have enough cash to make it through that divide, and some of them do, some of them don't, but there will be some amazing things to purchase on the back end of this. We as a firm hope, and we as a country hope, that we don't see a resurgence of the virus in the fall, because as we all know, the thing that worries me the most about this is there are only about 940,000 hospital beds in the U.S. At any moment in time, there's 600,000 of them being used. There's 340 million people in the U.S. We can't have any kind of significant infection with any kind of acuity here without having real problems with the number of those that need to be hospitalized.
Hey, Kyle, you said that there would be big bargains to be had at the end of this. Are you buying anything today?
I agree with some of your earlier guests who I couldn't see. I do think it's too early. I think that we haven't gotten around to even the first round of testing in the U.S. You have a number of cities that immediately declared states of emergency that really don't have any significant confirmed cases. I think you're going to see the ranks of the U.S. start to put up, a few thousand confirmed cases right away, and that's just because we're behind on testing. So I think peak virus, if you're asking for when the financial markets see peak virus, I think it'll be about a month from now.
Today, Mr. President, you directed us to bring together insurance companies, health insurance companies that cover through private insurance and through their support of Medicare and Medicaid, almost 240 million Americans. And I'm pleased to report, as you requested, Mr. President, that all the insurance companies here, either today or before today, have agreed to waive all co-pays on coronavirus testing and extend coverage for coronavirus treatment in all of their benefit plans. And at your direction, Medicare and Medicaid last week already made it clear to Medicare and Medicaid beneficiaries that coronavirus testing and treatment would be covered. These private insurance carriers have extended that as well. They've also agreed to cover telemedicine so that anyone, particularly among a vulnerable senior population, would not feel it necessary to go to a hospital or go to their doctor. They'll know that telemedicine is covered. These CEOs have also agreed to no surprise billing. We want people to get tested. Over 1 million tests are out thanks to the diligent work of CDC and HHS. More than 4 million will go out this week. You've worked with commercial labs to expand testing, and that'll continue to increase by the day. But we want the American people to know that they are covered through private insurance. They are covered through Medicare, Medicaid, and there'll be no surprise.
在武汉之后，强调了心理干预的重要性。作为一个基层社区工作者，平时在工作中，我们也积极对居民进行心理疏导。习总书记的讲话更加增强了我们基层工作人员的动力，使居民。
我是方舱医院建好的第2天，5天没出门，第五天的晚上开始发烧，发烧2天呢我去检查，医生不能确诊，我根据我的情况，我说我自己跟自己确诊，我说医生，请你帮我开这个确诊病人所用的药，吃了之后2天以后我就退烧了，退烧了以后正好我的核酸结果出来了，说我是阳性。
走。隔壁的张大嫂，你听我跟你唠，让你们这个男人再不要胡乱闹。戴了个红袖头，冒出个虎狼包，砸掉人家麻将桌，你可掌过人家呀！隔壁的李大娘，你听我一言，让你们这个老太爷东到屋里面。戴了个红袖章，编了个横袖章，从路口40馆这个门外撞开了呀！隔壁的梁姐姐，你也听我一言，这么大的个人了，这个脾气要收敛。出门买个菜，口罩你要戴，不戴口罩不要歪，那就把人推，你还怎么进？
是要手机是弄啥嘞？起啥作用啊？
采集信息的。
哦，采集信息的哈。
对手机进行核查，看是不是大小骗手机。
哦，咱那个等于说是咱长哥是统一的。
对。
一个村一个村的啊。
对。
哦，从今儿开始啊，等于说。
从啥时候都开始着，他一直都没有停这任务。
哦，一直都没停。
有这任务。
你说每个人的那个手机那个微信那是啥？
不是微信，咱公安系统研发了一个软件，然后对手机进行核查。
哦，等于说每个人都得有。
对，每个人都得有。
先拍个身份证的照片啊。
对不起，让你受委屈了。我来晚了。
3月10号，武汉封城的第48天，这里是武昌的万达广场，边上就是武汉有名的商业街楚河汉街。现在武汉最繁华的商业区就是你们所看到的模样了。现在很多车辆直接就这样停在路上，这些车主很多都是外地过来研究武汉的。路上就是你们所看到的模样，几乎没有行人。现在路上行驶的车辆几乎都是公务车或者志愿者运输物资的车，还有接送医护人员上下班的公交车。这是今天晚上武汉的夜景，我们从菜店运物资回武昌的路上所拍的。
Då var det där en lavin eller?
Ja, den är kontrollerad. Ni är såna jäkla krafter.
Är det safe?
Ja, de vet vad de gör.
Pappa! Pappa!
Harry, det är lugnt, Harry!
Stop people to get the virus. We need to stop people to die.